Hello again, Card Beauty. It's RJ, and it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. Hooray! Fireworks, people doing the wave, dogs and cats living together, utter chaos and madness. All right. So, good week of trivia last week. Some cool prizes out of the Topps Museum collection. So, we will get right to it. On Monday, the question was in World Series play. So, in other words, during a single World Series, who had the most hits in a World Series, in a single year. So it could have been as little as 4 games, it could have been as many as 9 games. Okay. So the question was who had the most hits during any World Series. Now, I at the time said there was one individual. There were in fact 2. However, that is if you consider Major League Baseball. Now, the baseball reference and the baseball community has decided to extend the record books to include all of the Negro League play, which, it doesn't matter to me how you feel about that. That's just what they have done. Therefore, it is back to a single individual. However, I will accept any of the people who hit at least 13 hits during a World Series contest because that is what the number was when I assumed there was only one individual, but I was wrong even about that. So I'm going to go to the record book real quick. Here's the record book. Hits during a single World Series. The correct answer is Judy Johnson. Here is Judy Johnson's 1993 Ted Williams Card Company offering. Judy Johnson had 15 hits during the 1924 Negro League World Series contest. In addition to that, there were 2 individuals during Negro League play who had 14 hits, a man named Chance Cummings and Bullet Joe Rogan. And then for 13 hits, there were the 2 major leaguers. Well, I thought for a second it was just this man, Bobby Richardson. Played for the Yankees, and he had 13 hits in one World Series. I was wrong. Lou Brock also had 13 hits during a World Series contest. This is Bobby's 1994 Ted Williams offering. This is Brock's 1993 Ted Williams Card Company offering. And the other 2 individuals there were 3 individuals during Negro League play who had at least 13 hits. That was a man named Oliver Marcel, individual named Steel Arm Davis, and then an individual named Marty Barrett. It said I don't even have a Marty Barrett hit. I thought that was a Negro League for the second, but Marty Barrett had 13 hits during the 1986 World Series, so I was wrong across the board. This is what they say. I was mistaken. I thought it was only Bobby Richardson, but I'm wrong. So, that being said, the question was that the answers are all over the world. The prize is this awesome Spencer Torkelson rookie card from this year's Topps Museum collection. These are the individuals who even offered up a guess, and we will accept all of these answers because the question was just blown out of the water and answers were all over the place. So anybody who threw out a guess, you're on the list. These are the individuals. They don't all appear on a single listing over here, so I'm going to spread it out. Want to do a shout out to a couple newbies who put in something for me. Paige and Deneen D. Bean. I'm not even sure how you guys pronounce that, but Paige and D are back again. That was nice of them to jump in. Jeff Airtime, he's got a channel if you want to check him out. He was one of the individuals I toured the Philly show with a couple weeks ago. So all of these individuals are on the list, and we will shuffle once and spin. Remember, in my contest, you got to hit 3 times in order to win the prize because not a lot of people enter, and I like to draw off the suspense. So good luck to everybody, and let's go. I have a little heads up on my upcoming week this week. I'll get to that in a second, but I also want to show off a couple things. All the prizes here today are from the Topps Museum Collection box I ripped a while ago. Well, I decided finally last week to put all the good stuff up on the bay and see what it went for. Not everything sold. Most did. But those who did not, I will have at my disposal. So let me show off what I got here. I'll give you some of the highlights of what sold, what did not sell, and what I'm going to do with all the rest of the stuff. So, all right, something that did not sell. I was kind of shouldn't be that surprised, but I figured somebody would want this card. We up to Tim Howe's got one. So we got Tim Howe with one. Tim Howe two already. Love Rules has one, and Jeff Airtime's got one. Nobody else has hit yet. Okay, onward. So what did not sell was this Ichiro card, a sketch card. So that remains a card I have for trade and whatnot going forward. A couple dollar sales. I was a little bummed about these, but they only went for $1. What are you going to do? You put them up for $1, you hope for the best. And when you don't get nothing but nothing, you live with it. So I had a couple dollar sales. A little sad about this. The Vladdy Jr. patch card, a swatch card, I shouldn't say not a patch. The relic card, the napkin card, let's call it that. The Vladdy Jr. napkin card went for $1. Even that's numbered out of 52, so somebody got to steal with that one. And then the other one, Jeff Airtime's second hit. Good. No one's a 3 yet. The other one that went for $1, which I was surprised, I guess Ryan Mountcastle isn't doing so good. This great quad relic to 75 went for $1. I was a little surprised about that, like I said, but there's nothing I can do about where the gavel falls, so to speak. Those two cards went for $1. My Wander rookie card from the museum collection went for like $1.50. Is that Lisa's third or second hit? Lisa's second, okay. Then I'm not sure what this says about Mickey Moniak versus Vladdy Jr., but my Mickey Moniak relic, same style as the Vladdy Jr. little blue napkin card. That one also numbered to 50. That one went for a little over $5. So I'm not sure what that says about Vladdy Jr. I can't imagine it says people like Mickey Moniak better than Vladdy, but was that 3 for Love's Rules? I know he was getting up there, and he had a couple. Where is he? Where is he? Down here, too. A lot of people with 2 hits now. A couple people still to get on the board, but a lot of people with 2. And lastly, the big sale card was this quad relic, number 1 of 1, of Whit Merrifield. Now, I wasn't expecting... Oh, Jeff Airtime, you nailed it. Jeff Airtime with the hit. All right, Jeff, I did get your... you did email me your mailing info. So, Jeff, congrats to you, sir. You get this Spencer Torkelson rookie from the Topps Museum collection. That'll be heading out your way fairly soon. All right, we're moving on to Wednesday's question. Wednesday's prize is a base museum collection, Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves, obviously. And the Acuna Jr. was up for this question. Name for me the only player to ever win the World Series MVP while playing for the losing team, not the winning team. And the answer also is Bobby Richardson. Now, Bobby Richardson, that year's question. The reason Bobby Richardson got the World Series thing for a losing team, let's go on here and show you his record. Where is he? Bobby Richardson. So he played I get that what I wanted to do back. He played in all 7 games, Bobby Richardson. Let me see if I can get that top piece in there. You can't even see that with him in there. Can't even see his line on there. Yeah, there it is down the bottom there. Okay. Let me do it this way. So Bobby Richardson, he came to bat 30 times. He had 11 hits during that World Series. He batted .367. He had 1 home run, but he had 12 RBIs, the most RBIs in the series. So every time he came up, he drove in a run practically. He only had, again, he had 30 at-bats. He had 11 hits, and it's almost like every hit scored somebody. So He had an amazing World Series that year. And the other reason is because of the nature of the World Series. Take a look at the scores. This is the one that went 7 games and ended with Bill Mazeroski's home run. But if you know the history of the World Series, you'll see that the Yankees obliterated the Pirates on every game in which they won, and the Pirates basically eked out a victory in every game they won. So game 1, Pittsburgh won 6-4 in Pittsburgh, okay? Game 2, in Pittsburgh, the Yankees crushed them 16-3. First game in New York, the Yankees shut out the Pirates 10-0. Second game in Pittsburgh, second game in New York, I should say, the Pittsburgh eked out a 3-2 victory. Game 5, still in New York, was a 5-2 Pittsburgh win. Okay, now you're back to Pittsburgh again. First game back there. Game 6, again, shut out by the Yankees 12-0. So on the 3 wins the Yankees had, they scored, 38 runs to 3 by the Pittsburghs. Those are the ones that Pittsburgh lost. They lost 38-3 in those 3 games. And in every one they won, in 2 of those games, they won by a single run. One they won by 2 and one they won by 3. So they eked out this victory. And for whatever reason, even though there was no clear-cut MVP on the Pirate side, the writers at the game felt there was a clear victor for the other team, so they gave it to Bobby Richardson. So Bobby Richardson's the answer. Acuna Jr. is up for grabs. We go to the wheel. So Jeff Airtime put in a guess. He didn't guess on this one, but he is out for this week. Jeff, you can't win but once on my channel. So everybody else is still up for grabs. We shuffle once and we spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. So getting back to my museum collection, Whit Merrifield. I should say not Bobby Witt Jr., but the Whit Merrifield card. Great looking quad relic, numbered 1 of 1. Went for $46. So, I mean, in a 1 of 1, you'd like to get more, but I've seen 1 of 1s from no-name players go for, they don't go for a lot. Now, this is not a no-name player. Whit Merrifield's an established baseball veteran, but he's not a huge name. You're not pulling a Trout. You're not pulling a Derek Jeter for an older one. You're not pulling one of the big hitters. You pull the Whit Merrifield. So I was happy. I was shooting for $50. I thought that was a good number to expect on a 1 of 1 of a mid-level player. I got $46, so I'm happy about that. So that's what happened with my sale of my Topps Museum collection cards. And again, that is nowhere near, if you total that up, it's about $55 maybe. It is nowhere near what I paid for that box. So when they say you don't even break even, you don't even break even. That's one of the reasons I tend not to buy the high-end product. It's just, it's the second high-end box I've bought in like 3 years. I just don't go anywhere near the product. You're lucky, very lucky if you get a good hit. And if you really are interested in some player and his hit his card, then buy it on the secondary market. You'll do much better. Lisa Z, is that your first hit here, Lisa? You might be off the screen. Yeah, you're down here on this end. Again, I don't want anybody to think I missed them. That's the list of people who threw in an enter into that one. More people got the Bobby Richardson one correct. There wasn't a lot of options on that one. So now what else is happening? I also want to give you a little bit of a preview as to what's coming up this week on the channel. Got a couple boxes I'm going to rip for you and show off another collection of mail day stuff. Very cool stuff up for grabs on the mail day. Tommy Markwell, that's just one for you, Tommy. So the boxes I'm going to rip. First day, Goody G gets a hit. All right. I got a Topps Chrome box for you. We're going to rip a Topps Chrome box from this year. Picked that up at Walmart the other day. Been sitting on it for a while until I had a free day to rip. that free day will come up. I believe, I think I'm ripping that on Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that on Wednesday for the rip of the Topps Chrome product. Don't do many Chrome. Tim Howe, where you at, Tim? That's your 1. I don't think we got a 3 yet. Let me look real quick so I didn't miss anything. Nope. Got a lot of, we almost got everybody. Wilbur Cookmeyer's fallen off the wayside. Wilbur, what happened to you, sir? Wilbur was often a regular winner of my contests. He's been guessing for years, so I appreciate you, Wilbur, but I'm sorry I can't give you anything better. Jeremy Michaels, I believe that's 3 for you, sir. Okay, so Jeremy Michaels gets that. Jeremy Michaels, you get the Ronald Acuna Jr. Congrats on that, sir. That will be coming to your attention very shortly. All right, we are moving on to Friday's question. We will have to remove a couple people off of Friday. Jeff Airtime did not guess, but Jeremy Michaels did. Jeremy, you cannot win twice in the same week, sir. So you are out. The prize is this Trout card, and the question was home runs. I said Reggie Jackson. There he is. This is Reggie's 500 home run club card out of the 1994 Ted Williams Card Company. This was an insert. Reggie famously hit 5 home runs during the 1977 World Series. Okay. And it even says that he hit with 2 round trippers in 5 games against 3 straight in the 6th game. So a total of 5 home runs in the 77 World Series. Now, I said there were 2 other individuals who also hit 5 home runs in a single World Series. Now, I won't say who gave some silly guesses, but there were a couple people who were guessing Mickey Mantle, they were guessing Babe Ruth, they were guessing Lou Gehrig, and I took offense because the first one who did it was Chase Utley. Chase Utley hit 5 home runs in the 2009 World Series against the Yankees. Chase might have been the World Series MVP had the Phillies pulled it out. Instead, Pedro did poorly in the World Series for us, and Hideki Matsui owned Pedro in that World Series. So Chase Utley did it. And as well, George Springer of the Astros hit 5 home runs in their 2017 World Series victory. So those are the 2 correct answers, as opposed to some of the other nutty answers I got, like I said. The prize is this great Trout. This is just a base from the museum collection from this year. Interesting, he's got a little bit of a green ribbon on his chest there. I'm not sure these days with so many ribbons representing so many different things, I've got no clue what a green ribbon means or is celebrating, but there you go. So again, we will shuffle once. We will spin, and we'll see what you get. Good luck to everybody on this one. So again, the other product I'm going to rip next week is a box at Topps Gallery. That one is probably going to be ripped on Friday. So check that out. Gallery is one of the 3 products I desperately buy every year. I always get the base product, Topps base. I'm collecting every set of Topps base. I'm never going to get there. That includes getting the 1952 set with a Mickey Mantle card that costs $10,000 minimum, even if it's a terrible looking card. So I don't think I'll ever get the 1952 set, but it's a goal. Topps base, I always get. Topps archives, I always get. Ooh, I thought Jimmy Licari was going to hit 3 in a row right there. Love Rules. Look at this. It's the Love Rules Jimmy Licari show. Interesting. Spin again, guys. See what we get. But Topps Archives, Topps Base, and Topps Gallery are my 3 must-have sets every year. I've been getting them, I've been getting Topps Base since I was a kid, but I've been getting Gallery and Archives since 2019, since I got back into the hobby. So we will, I'll definitely be trying to put together the full set of Topps Gallery again this year. So anybody out there who's got some Topps Gallery, let me know. I'm, happy to trade some of the unneeded inserts for base cards, because all I like to get is the base. Inserts are nice, but they only matter if I'm a collector of that player. I'm not a collector of that player. They only matter if I can sell them, which sometimes I do, and get some cash. But for the most part, inserts don't mean much to me unless they're of the player I want. So I'm always happy to part with all of the inserts and any of the inserts. Tommy Markwell, is that you, sir? Nope, that's just your second. Look at this, shaping up good here again. Spread the wealth around. Let's get a couple more people in there. Let's get Shaw and Lisa in there as well. Goody G, is that 3 for you, sir? It is. It is 3 for Goody G. So congrats to Goody. Goody, you're picking up this nice Mike Trout base from this year's Topps Museum collection. That's all the trivia I have for you this week. A lot of cool things for next week. A lot of great, Mail Day is a great day too. Mail Day will be on Monday, and I got some very impressive items to show off, but also some really cool trivia products. Actually giving away an autographed card this coming week, so check out that. Sorry this one went a little long, but I was spent a little bit more time talking about those World Series records early on. And we did have a lot of guesses this year, this week, which was really nice. Appreciate everybody's support. Please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Do want to foreshadow one other thing. I'm dang near 300 subscribers. And every 100 subscribers, I have done what I consider to be some pretty decent prizes. Take a look at my last 2 giveaways, especially last time when I did it. My 200 subscriber giveaway was a really good one. I got some pretty good hits that time. I don't think I can come up to that status of a giveaway because I really tapped into all my cool things to give away. A really neat prize. And it was a huge giveaway for my 200 subscriber. This will be 300 when I get there, which is any day now, I hope. And we'll have a fantastic giveaway for y'all in a couple weeks for that. Maybe I can stagger it so that it falls right around the Thanksgiving Day holiday. Maybe somebody can pick up cool stuff for their loved ones for Christmas, all right? All right, that's all I have for you today. Appreciate everybody watching. Please consider subscribing, and commenting and all that jazz. Appreciate all the support. I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community. So once again, thank you for watching. Please come back next week for more great trivia, and we will see you all for the recap the following Sunday. Take care.